Hi, this is Dory with Prairie Scraps, and today I'm getting ready for our county fair. And of course, every time, even though my kids are the ones that do 4-H, every time I end up going and doing all kinds of projects to try to get them ready for the fair. And this year, my two girls are doing a fashion show for sewing and a project called Making the Most of Me. Don't ask. Well, okay, ask, and I'll maybe answer in the comments below. But anyway, their end of their project is that they do a fashion show at the fair on Wednesday night, and here I am on Tuesday making things for that fashion show. Their last final theme for the fashion show is actually to make some sort of creative project having to do with the theme of the fair. And I can't even tell you what the theme is, but they chose to do Bambi for the fashion show. And so they asked all the kids to wear woodland animal ears or carry them. So I'm going to show you how I made these. This I think is a little deer Bambi ears, and then I made one daughter wants to have owls, so I made owl ears. Aren't those cute? They're not super exact because they're one little fashion show that they're going to wear them in, but I thought I would share. So when I was Googling this, there wasn't a lot out there, and some of it was pretty elaborate. And anyway, so I'm just going to throw them together. Just please don't judge. I possibly will burn myself because I've already burned myself pretty good once making these. These are actually my third and fourth because I offered to make them for another leader who was super busy with her club. So anyway, so I thought when I was doing them, what you will need to do this, I would just show you what I'm doing. What you need is headbands. I got a set of these 5 headbands. They're the cheap ones at the Family Dollar in our town because that's all I have available. They were 5 of them for $1.50. And then I bought some sheets of foam in both gray and brown. Today you'll just see the brown, but I did gray bunny ears. And then I bought some pink and some white felt. Very cheap, the real cheap stuff. I don't spend a whole lot of money on it. You'll need your glue gun and some glue, of course, and some very protected fingers. I know I need to find those little fingertip things. Somebody gave me a great idea to get those, and I haven't seen them yet at my Dollar Tree. The other thing I use is my scissors and a couple of clothespins to help me glue things together. So anyway, I freehanded these. I did not do any sort of measurements. You can see these are the bunny ears. I did the deer ears a little bit smaller than my hand. And I just kind of drew it on the foam and then cut, and then I would cut a little more and cut and cut and cut until I liked the way it looked. And then I just went ahead and cut a piece of felt. The reason I use the foam is because it stands up on its own. I saw directions where people were putting wire on it and all kinds of crazy stuff, and I didn't want to deal with that. So the foam stands up really nice on its own, and then I use the felt for the inner part because it's cheap and you can get all kinds of colors. So the first thing I do is I just go ahead, hot glue one side of the felt, put that down where I want it, and try very hard not to burn myself. I do that with both of the inner ears, and like I said, I'm not so great at not burning myself. Maybe I should just call this I don't know, something with hot glue burns. All right, so there we go. We just have the 2 bunny ears glued on there. And the next step I've learned through trial and error. So what I do is I pick a spot about this far up, so I'll have a flat spot here, but about this far up, and I'll put a gob of glue right there. And I go ahead and pinch it together to make the nice curve of the ear. Can you see that? And the reason I want to do it a little further up is because I want this part flat so I can put it on, and maybe this won't end up as long. I don't know. I'm kind of winging this. So anyway, I like to have a little bit of a flat part to go ahead and put on the headband. And so I'm just going to try this time. Maybe I'll fail. I don't know. And I squeeze those tight. And this is where I use the clothespins because I have zero patience for waiting for that to dry. And I found with my, oh shoot, I put the wrong color. My daughter had asked for brown, but it's okay. I'm just going to have blue. All right, so then what I do is I kind of, even though I pinched it, I kind of try to open it up so there's a flat surface, and then I'm going to hot glue just below that pinch and put my headband where I want it on that flat part. And this is the part I kind of put it on, pinch it, get it to just kind of stay there. It does do a lot of holding, so I'll try this one. And it's okay if it comes open a little bit, you know, hot glue. This, like I said, this, I'm not being super exact. Whoops, I even just pulled that apart, but that's okay. Because I wanted to go across the same spot. Anyway, this is for a fashion show. You're not gonna be able to see it really close. Only the girls will be able to see it in the fashion show. And then, let's see if I can get that pinched back again. I don't know. I might glue it in there like that, but it's okay. If you've got extra glue, just don't touch it. That's the biggest thing. And then I try to go, hopefully you can see this, but I try to go right in here and glue this piece on the bottom portion up and over. I'm trying to watch and do and not burn and, you know, everything. Sometimes my back piece doesn't stick, so that's okay. I'll just put another piece on, or another little bit of glue. And I keep it pressed on the thing. Like I said, I have zero patience for waiting for each step. I kind of just glue it all together. You can see I'm just holding it like that. And these might be a little bit. Nice thing about it is you just put a little shot, shot of glue gun or glue where you want it to stay, and it usually stays after a while. A little prodding. The other thing I have done, if I made these too short when I was eyeballing them, I just went ahead, wrapped a piece of that around the bottom of the thing to hold it on there, and it just firmed up the ears so that they're not going to fall down or flop. Although floppy ears would probably be kind of cute too. So that's all I did. Like I said, these are more of an ear. We've got a little deer, and then we did the owls. And I just did a piece of fringe, a couple of different of the felt inside of one of the foam, and I just, like, so you can see what it looks like. I would cut one out and figure out what I wanted, and make it look right, and then just copy it over and cut out the other side. And I just wanted these to be able to go forward. I just kind of Googled owl ears for that. So there you go. The owl, we made some bunnies with pink ears, and then a little deer. The one thing with the deer, when I Googled it, it looked like the felt went wider on it than like the bunny has just a smaller inner ear. So anyway, that's it. It's simple. It would work for a great costume for your kids or even for yourself if you ever. It's super, super cheap. Like I said, I can get 5 headbands for $1.50, and I think maybe total $3 for all the foam I bought. And like I said, these are my 3rd, 4th, and 5th that I've built, and I've got plenty left. I could probably make another 3 or 4 easily. Like I said, I've only made one. I actually cut out of the foam some antlers for one of them so that they can have antlers on their deer. The other thing you could do is put some little flowers, like plastic flowers, on here to just kind of decorate it up if you thought it was something that you wanted to just make a little pretty. But I'm not doing that today. I don't feel like buying any more flowers. I can't find mine. So there you go. And like I said, it's not the neatest thing, but it does look pretty cute, and I think it'll work just fine. This one maybe has a little extra goo on it, but it's all good. And actually, I'm finding where the glue is, it's nice and stiff. So there you go. Those are my ears. You can use them for costumes, whatever, or in a pinch when you have to do the fair projects. Have a great day. Comment below. Join. Help. Any comments are welcome.